Let me ask you a question. How many of your friends and family are in a relationship, romantic or otherwise? Odds are more than 50%. Now let me ask you this. How many of them are happy in their relationship? Imagine how many relationships are out there that could be looking for you, the coach. Did I catch your attention? Let's explore how to get better in your relationship coaching skills. Hi, this is Ajit Navlaka, and today we are breaking down a real-life relationship coaching session by Master Coach for Relationships, Bryan Reeves, to identify the structure and techniques he uses that you can also apply with your coaching clients. Before we get into the juicy part of the video, remember, we release new videos like this every week, so hit that red subscribe button to get notified. Great coaches never stop learning. Now, let's do this. In this video, I'll be pulling apart techniques and strategies Bryan uses in coaching Jennifer. This complete session and related training is a part of our program, Coaching Mastery. It's our perpetual training program where we invite master coaches to show you how they get extraordinary results with their clients. What you're about to see is one of the sessions inside the program. Now, let's get started. Let me ask you, what do you think is the best way to start a relationship coaching conversation? First off, just like in any coaching session, you have to set the right expectations.
To have about 45 minutes together, might push an hour, I don't know, but the intention is 45 minutes, which, good news, is plenty of time to solve all your relationship problems.
Oh, good.
45 minutes is all we need. That is so not true. And actually what I would like to do is I want to take the pressure off of us.
Okay.
45 minutes is not a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and normally when I work with couples, first off, we work together for months. But even one session is usually minimum 90 minutes to 2 hours.
Okay.
So I just want to take the pressure off of both of us.
Okay.
That something extraordinary has to happen in front of the cameras. How's that feel for you?
That sounds good.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to create lasting results for one client in one session, let alone a couple. It is more challenging to create impact when it comes to relationship coaching, as it often involves two people instead of one. So take the pressure off for both of you. Set the right expectations to allow the session to flow and create whatever is meant to be created. Let's see what Bryan does next.
At some point in our lives, we're confronted with this sort of invitation to getting real with ourselves. And in my experience, Jennifer, it's usually a woman who is a catalyst for that.
Okay.
So what you're experiencing is so normal, so common. How does that feel to hear that?
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's not just me.
right. But let me ask you, like, how do you feel in the face of his resistance to feeling or to talking about it anyway?
It's just, he's so open and he's so loving and expresses his feelings, but I feel like there's something deep down that he's not sharing with me, and I feel like it's blocking us from going past or, moving the relationship forward.
Right. And what would that look like moving forward? What does that mean? When you say moving the relationship forward, what would that look like for you?
Once you have set expectations, put your client at ease. Sharing about relationship issues is a very personal and intimate topic, and most people don't like doing it. So help your client get comfortable with opening up by reassuring them that they are not alone, and whatever's happening is totally normal, because it is. It's also a great way to build rapport with your client from the very beginning. Now that you've created that comfort and rapport, dive deep into understanding what your client is looking for from you. This next step has to be as fast as Bryan did it.
It's not just me.
Right. But let me ask you, like, how do you feel in the face of his resistance to feeling or to talking about it anyway?
This way, you don't lose the momentum of the connection you've just built up. Questions like, how do you feel when it happens? How does that make you feel? Why is this important to you? Can be great openers for what comes next. Understand where your client is coming from. What are they looking for? What do they want to improve in their relationship? Ask them about their challenges, problems, needs, and desires. And most importantly, you want to identify how you can serve them best. The first thing you can do to serve them best is to help them identify what is it that is underlying issue they want to face. Maybe they say they want more commitment from their partner, but what they really need to work on is their communication. Does it ring a bell? But how do you know if your client's relationship problem is really a problem? Let's see how Bryan masterfully tackles this within just the 10 minutes of starting the coaching session.
What would happen for you if he never moves past this?
I don't know. It's been a year.
Instant on being, which he is right now, but even 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, here's a man who just thinks feelings are annoying or feelings are, I don't want, how would that feel for you?
It wouldn't feel good. I would feel like he was hiding something from me. It was,
Yeah. What would you want to see different?
I would want him to feel comfortable to share.
This is where it gets even more interesting. It's time to challenge your client's perspective. Notice the powerful question Bryan uses. What would happen if this doesn't change? I know it sounds simple, but it might make a huge difference in the results of the coaching session. Why? Because it will reveal the urgency and importance your client has for solving this particular problem. Bryan explains this as requests versus requirements.
Requests are things that I want to experience, but I'm not going to end the relationship if I don't. The example I used in that video was, your partner leaves their socks on the floor, for example. Yeah, some people that might be a requirement. Like, do you leave your socks on the floor? I'm out. I'm not cleaning up after you. I don't want a child. That could be a requirement for somebody. Yeah. For me, that's not. I grew up with messy sisters. If my partner leaves her shit all over the place, it's annoying, but I'm going to live with it and I'm going to find my way to be at peace with it and to love her just the same. Yeah. Right? That's a request. And again, a requirement is, if this isn't, monogamy tends to be a common requirement. No flirting with people of the opposite sex, for example. And that's flirting, what is that? That's a whole other subject. But essentially, requirements are, if this isn't happening, I'm not going to feel safe in this relationship, and I'm not going to be able to do relationship with you. I wonder, just having heard that, where would you say this experience for you falls more on the side of request or requirement?
This is a fundamental concept you need to understand and communicate to your clients for them to reflect on. Is what they are looking for a must or a nice to have for their relationship to work? And what's the time span for that? Is it a request today that will turn into a requirement 1 year from now? Is it the ultimatum requirement? Defining the intention and lifespan of your client's goal will be a major turning point in how the session will unfold. Do you love Bryan's request versus requirements concept as much as I do? Comment a yes if you do and you want to practice it in your next coaching conversation. Bryan also shares another fantastic concept in this coaching demonstration. But let's watch the video first.
Anything that you want to share, anything coming up?
I'm just like, tell me what I need to do.
Tell me what I need to do, right.
How can I be to get that out of him?
Right. Again, invitation versus obligation. That's kind of the focus. Okay. So your work, if you will, is to become more and more the invitation for him to show up for relationship with you, which also, by show up, what do we mean by that? Bring all of him, not just the body, the corpse, right? So as you obligate him, we've already figured this out. Obligating him is just going to send him running. Pick, pick, pick. Invitation. He's either going to pick that up or he's not.
That distinction between invitation versus obligation is golden. Think about it like this. No one enjoys doing chores. So if a family member needs your help to get a chore done, would you willingly and happily do it if they made you do it? Of course not. But would you do it with a little bit more enthusiasm if they kindly asked you to pretty please give them a hand in getting it done? Most likely, yes. Not judging if you say no, though. Bring this clarification to your client. Inviting their partners to partake in an activity or conversation will help them show up with less barriers than if you force them to do it. Sounds simple, but it's easier said than done, which is why it is so important to make practice time. If you really want to make a lasting impact, just talking with your client during a 1-hour session won't be enough. Assign time in your coaching session for your client to practice turning their insights into actions.
I'm Davide. We can even role play this. So I'm Davide. I'm Italian, so I'm thinking I'm so beautiful. Look at my shoes. They're so.
No, he's from the country. He's
Oh,
like,
totally. He's not
totally
metropolitan.
No.
Okay, got it. Thanks for the clarification. Sorry, Davide. So I don't want to share my feelings. Don't want to talk about it. Tell me your experience inside of that without using kind of, without kind of telling me about my experience.
I feel hurt. I feel like you don't trust me when you don't tell me how you feel.
Of course I trust you.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
You're hiding something deep down inside.
I'm not hiding anything.
You don't want to share it?
Would he ever say that?
Yeah.
I'm not hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing to hide. There's nothing here. Men are simple. I don't know. I'm imagining it.
But you have feelings, deep down inside you that you say you don't want to share and you don't want to talk about it because it's annoying.
Okay. So good. So notice what's happening. You're chasing me. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do.
You're chasing me. You're trying to convince me of something.
Role play, observe, feedback, and then try again. Bryan makes a great distinction here too. Owning while honoring. Owning what is true for you while honoring your partner's decisions. It is another way to express invitation instead of obligation. Encourage your client to stay true to themselves and their feelings while still respecting their partner's thoughts and feelings. This will support the space they create for conversation without judgment, barriers, or expectations. Another thing Bryan does is he gives examples. The words we choose to communicate with can make or break the outcome of any conversation, especially when it's meant to work on the particular issue in a relationship. So help your clients by teaching them some language needles to make their communication clearer and smoother.
Heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, that can come from a woman too. I mean, in your masculine, you'll have your own, don't fucking tell me how to do this or that or whatever. Yeah, we've all got it. It's not a man-woman thing. The feminine objection is, don't abandon me. Don't leave me alone in this, whatever this is. And it doesn't mean don't physically leave the room.
But also remember to invite them to use their own words based on their style. How they communicate with their partners, the type of words they use to communicate. As your session is coming to an end, your client had loads of insights. They've practiced their speech or made a plan with you on what they will do to improve their relationship. They're pumped and ready to talk to their partners, but they're so caught up in the moment and their emotions that they may blabber everything out as soon as their partner comes through the door. If the partner had a long day at work or is not feeling great, it won't go as well as they might have imagined, which is why I invite you to encourage not immediate action for your clients. Check this out.
Be able to stay in the relationship. How could you put that in your own words? take a deep breath. Yeah.
I'm like, because I'm like going there already.
Yeah.
Like
Going where, meaning?
like that day when I have to.
And you don't have to go there right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just, stay here. And this way, feel your own body.
Mm-hmm.
You and I right now in these 30, 40 minutes, we've just been, connecting and having a deep conversation, exploration about love and intimacy and boundaries. And so just feel, this conversation with us, just being here in this moment. When are you going to see Davide again?
Maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight. You see him every day?
Almost.
Almost every day. You don't live together though.
No.
You don't have to have this conversation tonight. I probably wouldn't suggest it even. That's up to you, But what I want to let you do is just marinate in what we're exploring, because I want you to find your own words, to communicate your heart, your experience in a way that is honoring of his and his right to choose, his freedom, if you will. Does that make sense?
Note this, Bryan's not saying don't take action. He's saying don't take action right now. We already know it's crucial for our clients to leave the session with an action plan. What to think about and what to work on, you know the drill. But when it comes to relationship coaching, it's important to encourage clients to marinate their thoughts first as part of their action plan. Spending some time to reflect after the conversation will allow your client to get more insights, find their own language needles, and wait for the right moment to take action with their partners. My wish for you is that you take time to process the tips and insights you've gotten out of this video and start testing them in your coaching sessions. My wish for you is that you never stop learning and honing your coaching skills so you can create the impact and results you've always dreamed of for your clients and for yourself. It might seem daunting and never-ending at times, but I guarantee that if you keep going, you'll become a master coach you want to be. Now, you know 8 powerful and easy-to-use relationship coaching tips from masterful coach Bryan Reeves. Here's a bonus one. Learn how to set healthy boundaries. Bryan dives deep into boundaries in one of our highest rated programs, Coaching Mastery. And you can test drive it today for a small fee. Find the link in the description box to learn more about Coaching Mastery. What is your favorite relationship coaching technique? Share it with us in the comment section below so we can crowdsource our knowledge and learn from each other. Oh, hello there. You made it to the end. How good does it feel learning something new? Amazing, right? The world would be a better place if more people had access to this amazing information. You don't need to be so private. Share this video with someone you want to be more amazing. Hit that like button because I know you like it. I'm sure you're eager to continue your journey, so go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you get a notification on YouTube every time we release a new educational video like this one next week. Go ahead and serve love, stay humble, and have such a beautiful day.